Michael has the intellect. He has a bright intelligence and with an IQ of 150 became an Ivy League student at Cornell University. He has a fresh complexion with a chubby face, a cheeky smile, and mischievous eyes, giving the impression of a stereotypical all-American homespun boy. At face value, Michael is very much the boy next door, the type a father might approve of his daughter dating, but as all fathers know, appearances can be deceptive. In real life, he is a sexual sadist and serial murderer who has raped 6 precious daughters before killing them. During the course of several interviews for this book, he added to his murderous record by confessing for the first time to raping and killing 2 other girls and having anal intercourse with the dead body of another. Michael Ross was born in Brooklyn, Connecticut, on the 26th of July 1961 under the sign of Leo. He was the first of Daniel and Patricia Ross's 4 children, the others being Donna, Kenneth, and Tina. The marriage was a stormy one, and Patricia, a borderline schizophrenic, who would later twice run away from her husband, never hid the fact that she was forced to get married because she became pregnant with Michael. From the outset, her baby was an unwanted child. Family and friends have described Patricia as a woman who could be charming one minute and cold and calculating the next. She had spent time in the state mental hospital at Norwich. A number of people who knew her had witnessed at first hand a volatile, manipulative woman who would take out her resentments on her family, especially Michael, whom she blamed for ruining her life. Michael remembers his mother's mood swings, which all of the children feared. They couldn't understand how she could laugh after making them ill by feeding them bad meat, or why she would ruin her 2 daughters' clothes with a box of dye. Spiteful, vicious, and sadistic, Patricia tried to trick young Michael into shooting his pet dog after convincing him that it was suffering after a short illness. She even set his mattress on fire on the front lawn because she had caught him masturbating. So by all accounts, Patricia was the mother from hell. Yet the 4 kids loved their mother, simply because she was their mum. They grew to accept her mood swings and learned to keep out of her way when she was angry. Like unwanted pets, which return even meagre scraps of affection with devotion and loyalty, the children had to love her just to survive. Michael Ross explained this in an audio-taped interview, and the authenticity of his account has been verified by one of his sisters. We had what we called mum drills. The first person up in the morning would go downstairs, while the rest of us kids would wait and be real quiet and listen to what type of reception we'd get from our mother. And if we got one kind of reception, we'd know how to act. And I'll give you an example. See, one day my sister Tina was setting the table, and there were 6 of us in the family, so she opened up the dishwasher to get 6 glasses, 3 in each hand. You know how you do it. The glasses clink together. My mother went off. She was screaming and yelling. So we knew that was a bad day coming. You just knew how she was, but we loved her. The Ross children had little time for fun and games, and they were even discouraged from having any friends or participating in after-school activities. With these restrictions in place, they had bonded into a tight-knit group for self-preservation and mutual support, although Michael was alienated because his brother and sisters erroneously believed that he was favoured as a mummy's boy. For his part, young Michael was very proud of his father and the family egg farm business in Brooklyn, Connecticut. Eggs, Inc. would become the most important part of Michael's formative years. Indeed, by the age of 10, he had his own set of chores, which included wringing the necks of sick and deformed chicks. Michael was a hard worker, a mixed-up kid who desperately wanted to live up to his father's high expectations of him, while, at the same time, he was very much seeking the approval of his schizoid mother and constantly vying for her rare affection. When asked if he was physically abused as a child, he had this to say: "It's hard for me to tell you what was wrong with my family because I don't know anything different. That's how I was raised. I was beaten sometimes, but I don't think that was it. It was more emotional abuse. And with my dad when we were beaten, we would have to go out and pick up a stick."